The story begins with Duke Paul, a dangerous and well-known gangster. Despite living a life of crime, he secretly has a different dream. Duke Paul has been studying hard for one of the toughest exams in Korea because he wants to get into a university and start a new life. One day, his gang leader gives him an offer. If Duke Paul gives up his dream of going to college, he will be promoted and become the leader of the entire gang. Duke Paul doesn't answer right away. Instead, he says he'll think about it. On his way home, Duke Paul suddenly notices a high school student named Ji-hyun standing on a bridge. The boy looks completely broken and is about to jump. Realizing what's happening, Duke Paul rushes forward and grabs him, stopping him from falling. Somehow, both of them manage to survive the moment. But in a cruel twist of fate, Duke Paul is struck by a car right afterward and dies. Just before his death, something unbelievable happens. His soul moves into Ji-hyun's body. When Duke Paul wakes up, he tries to explain to his gang members that he's actually Duke Paul trapped inside Ji-hyun's body, but no one believes him. Instead, they accuse him of being responsible for their boss's death. Duke Paul desperately tries to return to his original body, but it's already gone cold. In a moment of desperation, he even jumps from the same bridge again, hoping it will somehow reverse time. Instead, he just ends up with a broken leg. After spending 3 days in a coma, he wakes up in the hospital and learns something devastating. His real body has already been cremated. With no way to go back, Duke Paul finally accepts the truth. From now on, he will have to live as Ji-hyun, a high school student. And this is where the real journey begins. As Duke Paul starts living Ji-hyun's life, he slowly discovers how painful it has been. Ji-hyun was constantly bullied at school. Other students thought he was strange because he often stared at one particular classmate. But the truth was simple: he just wanted to be friends. The bullies forced him to steal alcohol and jewelry from his own house for them. But the reality of Ji-hyun's life was even darker. He is actually the son of a powerful construction company president. However, his mother lives alone and struggles with alcoholism. Years ago, she had a secret relationship with the president, which makes Ji-hyun's existence a hidden scandal. The company's secretary is determined to keep that secret buried. Sometimes she threatens Ji-hyun, and other times she manipulates his mother by feeding her alcohol. Because Ji-hyun is shy and timid, his life becomes even more miserable. Seeing all of this, Duke Paul makes a decision. He's going to completely change this boy's life. He starts by transforming Ji-hyun's appearance and attitude. He gets a fresh haircut, buys a new school uniform, cleans his messy desk, and even begins working out. One day, while buying books, he runs into a classmate named Se-kyung. Because Ji-hyun used to look gloomy and withdrawn, Se-kyung didn't even recognize him at first. But as they spend more time together, the two slowly become friendly. When the first day of class begins, Duke Paul notices something strange about Ji-hyun's old habits. Even though Ji-hyun is actually rich, he always asked his driver to drop him off several blocks away from school so no one would find out. Duke Paul decides that things will be different from now on. At school, he treats the teachers respectfully and behaves confidently. When he sees that the classroom even has air conditioning, he's genuinely impressed. Meanwhile, the other students think he must be a new transfer student. Many girls are suddenly drawn to his new look and confident personality. But when attendance begins and the teacher calls the name Ji-hyun, the entire class is shocked. This is the same quiet, awkward kid they used to ignore and mock. Even Se-kyung is surprised because he didn't recognize him earlier in the library. During break time, Ji-hyun's old bullies show up, led by a guy named Jae-min. They try to intimidate him like before, but Duke Paul simply smiles calmly and says he was actually waiting for them. He quickly knocks one of them down with ease. However, when he tries to attack another bully, he suddenly realizes something important. This isn't his old body anymore. Ji-hyun's body is weak and lacks the strength he once had. The result is brutal. The bullies beat him badly until he loses consciousness. While unconscious, Duke Paul finds himself in a strange mental space where he meets the real Ji-hyun. Ji-hyun tells him to leave his body because he originally wanted to die anyway, but Duke Paul refuses. He firmly says he won't give up. Instead, he promises that he will protect Ji-hyun's life, help him become a strong student, and give him the power to stand up against those bullies. At that moment, Ji-hyun's shadow faded away. Dukpal wakes up and finds Se-kyung standing beside him. Se-kyung immediately takes him to the nurse's office. There, Se-kyung apologizes for not recognizing him earlier because of his new appearance. He even says that they're actually best friends. Hearing that, Dukpal quickly improvises a story. He claims he recently had an accident and lost his memory, but says they can become friends again if Se-kyung wants. Se-kyung bursts out laughing and says, "Stop making up stories. We were never friends. So who are you really?" Dukpal shrugs it off and jokingly tells him to just think of him as crazy before heading back to class. But Se-kyung can't shake the feeling that something about Ji-hyun has completely changed, and he continues watching him with suspicion. While sitting in class, Dukpal is shocked when he sees the girl's colorful and stylish study notes. He never imagined that people could make studying look this creative. Excited, he says he wants notes like that too. The girls tell him they're planning to visit a stationery shop after school. Dukpal immediately jumps in and offers to go with them. He even says he'll drive them there and treat them. At first, about half of the girls refused, but after he keeps insisting, they finally agree. At the stationery store, Dukpal goes all out. He grabs markers, pens, and supplies like he's the king of the place. His energetic attitude slowly wins everyone over, and before long, the girls start becoming friendly with him. The next day in class, however, Se-kyung is still suspicious. He can't shake the feeling that something about Ji-hyun is different. The old Ji-hyun used to be quiet, awkward, and completely alone, but now he has friends, looks healthier, and even talks confidently with teachers. Then the story takes a darker turn. Dukpal ends up meeting the secretary of Ji-hyun's father, the president of a large construction company. She coldly tells him that she plans to transfer him to another school and eventually send him overseas. Her real goal is to get rid of Ji-hyun and his mother so she can marry the president herself. Hearing this makes Dukpal furious. He openly confronts her and says she can't manipulate him anymore because he's not the same timid Ji-hyun she used to control. The secretary can't stand this humiliation, so she decides to teach him a lesson. To do that, she secretly hires the same gang that Dukpal used to lead so they can make Ji-hyun's life miserable. Meanwhile, Dukpal asks Se-kyung for help, and surprisingly, Se-kyung agrees without hesitation. But that night, Se-kyung has a disturbing dream. He remembers the night Ji-hyun almost jumped off the bridge. At that time, Se-kyung had confronted him and said he knew his secret. He even threatened that if Ji-hyun didn't help him with his studies, he would reveal the secret to everyone. This shows that Se-kyung is hiding something dark of his own. The next day, since there's no school, Dukpal decides it's time to strengthen his weak body. He goes to a public bathhouse to start training. There, he runs into two thugs from another gang who try to intimidate him. But Dukpal instantly slips back into his old gangster instincts. He delivers a brutal low blow that leaves both of them stunned. Then he boldly declares that he is Dukpal, the top man of his former gang. His confidence and fighting spirit convince the thugs that he might actually be telling the truth. Terrified, they ran back to report what happened to their new boss. That boss turns out to be Dong-soo, who used to be Dukpal's closest friend and subordinate. But now Dong-soo has formed his own gang and started recruiting high school students, including Ji-hyun's old bullies. Back at home, Dukpal faces more suspicion from Se-kyung. Se-kyung still can't believe this is really the same Ji-hyun. He even sneaks into Ji-hyun's room and begins searching through everything. At one point, he wonders if this new Ji-hyun might actually be an imposter who harmed the real one and took his place. Just then, Dukpal catches him. He firmly tells Se-kyung that he's not pretending to be anyone. He simply changed and refuses to live the same weak life he used to. Around the same time, Ji-hyun's mother suddenly becomes sick. Dukpal had thrown away all the alcohol in the house, which sends her into a furious emotional breakdown. She starts yelling and even tries to hit him. Through tears, she reveals that she was once a famous actress, but after Ji-hyun was born, her career and reputation were completely destroyed. Despite the painful moment, Dukpal stays calm and comforts her. He tells her she deserves to be happy again. If his presence only brings her pain, she can even ignore him if that helps her heal. Later, the scene shifts to a studio where Dukpal and Saekyung listen to old music together. During this quiet moment, Dukpal explains why he has changed so much. He says he wants to help Jihyun's mother and protect Jihyun from the bullying he suffered. He believes that people who hurt others should face consequences. Only then can the world become a better place. Suddenly, Saekyung receives a call from his father. As soon as he answers, he becomes extremely anxious and starts biting his nails. His nervous behavior makes it obvious that the call is stressing him out. After the call ends, he quickly leaves for home. This is when we finally see the truth about Saekyung's family. His father is not an ordinary man. He's a high-profile prosecutor. Strict, cold, and obsessed with control, he monitors every part of Saekyung's life. He even installed a tracking app on Saekyung's phone so he can watch his movements at all times. When Saekyung was younger, his father sometimes punished him by leaving him alone on the street. Because of this harsh upbringing, Saekyung lives in constant fear of him and feels pressured to remain the top student in his class.